Jazz Public School welcomes you all to learn by this innovative tool. Education is not the learning of facts, it is rather than the training of the mind to think. So, in today's session, we are going to learn about solid state second layer of this unit, packing efficiency. So, this session, you are going to train your mind to think about how the molecules can be packed effectively. Packing efficiency, packing fraction, and then simple cubic crystal, body centered cubic crystal, and face centered cubic crystal. About all these cubic crystals, we are going to see the packing efficiencies. Okay, so first of all, we must know what is packing efficiency, isn't it? Then only we can say what is packing fraction and all things. Okay, so first of all, packing efficiency. So we know that a unit cell may be viewed as a 3D structure made up of one or more atoms. Some void space is also present irrespective of the type of the cell which it has. So it is nothing but packing fraction means the fraction of total space that is filled with the inherent constituent particles of a particular cell or a structure, that is called packing fraction. Simply we can say that how much of atoms can be packed in a particular cube, that is what called as packing efficiency. So simply you can define this as the packing efficiency is nothing but how much atoms or molecules are present within a cube. Okay, now let us see by the formula. Packing efficiency formula is equal to number of atoms into volume occupied by one atom divided by total volume of the unit cell into 100. So when I say about into 100, then it is always in percentage. Next one is packing fraction formula. It is volume occupied by all the particles divided by total volume of the unit cell. Next one is what are the factors affecting packing efficiency? You have to note down this because this is not given in your textbook. So I have referred some of the ICSE books. You can just download this and have a note on it because for your competitive exams it will be helpful for you. So factors affecting packing efficiency, it can be affected by volume of the unit cell, number of atoms in a structure, and volume of the atoms also. So all these three are the main factors which affect the packing ability or packing efficiency, we can say. Next one is there are three types of cubic cells we are going to discuss today. One is simple cubic, another one is body centered cubic, another one is face centered cubic. So already we mentioned in the yesterday's video that simple cubic means it is nothing but all the corners are occupied by atoms. Okay, so as I mentioned in the first diagram, all the 8 corners are occupied by violet color balls. It represents the atoms. The second diagram represents body centered cubic. In this case also all the 8 corners are occupied, and then the center position also we have one of the violet ball, it also represents atom. So all the 8 corners plus one body center. And then the third diagram represents the face centered cubic. We know that a cube have 6 faces, isn't it? So yesterday we have discussed that also. So 8 corners and 6 faces are also occupied by atoms. That is what called as face centered cubic. So now we are going to deal about how these um, atoms are arranged in a cube. Okay, so arrangement of layers, simple cubic, body centered cubic. You can see that the simple cubic is nothing but it is full of the same layer, A layer, once again A layer. So A layer represents the red color balls and B layer represents the green color balls. So everything is full of red color balls only. It represents a simple layer, layer A only it is present. And then come to the point of B, it is body centered cubic. First of all A layer, and then at the body centered there is a B layer. Once again the same A layer. So it will be repeated in the case of body centered cubic. So first one, we are going to learn about the packing efficiency of simple cubic arrangement. So in a simple cubic packing, each sphere is in contact with the 6 neighboring spheres, 4 in its own layer, 1 above and 1 below, and hence the coordination number of the sphere is 6. You can understand this by the previous diagram. Simple cubic, you can see that there are 6 neighboring spheres. Okay, and the next one, this is one more diagram to make you more clear about this simple cubic crystal lattice. You can refer by this. And then, so a simple cubic lattice means the atoms are located only on the corners of the cube. So from this figure, you can understand that all the corners are occupied. Okay, so 2a is equal to r. It is nothing but if the radius of each atom has a radius r, and then the edge length is a, then we can correlate the 2a is equal to r. Okay, so we can say that the volume of the unit will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. So instead of r, I am going to substitute this by 2a. So 4 by 3 pi 2a cube. If I substitute that, I can get the answer as 52.4. So what are the examples falling under this category, which follows the simple cubic lattice? That is nothing but lithium and calcium. So lithium and calcium falls in the category of simple cubic lattice. All these examples are also important. Next one, body centered cubic. So body centered cubic structure, the atoms are also diagonally arranged. To find about this packing efficiency, we can consider the cube length as A and face diagonal length as B and cube diagonal as C. So small letter A, B and C. There are three things which is given in this diagram. So AF, it represents the diagonal represented as C, which is equal to 4R. And then B represents root 2a. So we can follow the Pythagoras theorem here. In a triangle of AFD, AF square, that is the diagonal square, is equal to AD square plus FD squared. These are the two sides. So C squared is equal to A squared and 2A squared. So it is comes around 3A squared, and the C is equal to root 3A. So if you substitute this value in the volume of the sphere formula, 4 by 3 pi r cube. So there are two atoms in a BCC structure, isn't it? That's why 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, if I calculate that, you can get the answer as 68%. So the examples falling under this category are iron and chromium. So once again, I have given the calculation to make you more clear about this. So volume of the cube is 4r divided by root 3 the whole cube, and then volume of two atoms, that's why it is 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. If it is packing efficiency, then volume occupied by two spheres in a unit cell divided by total volume of the unit cell into 100. So if you substitute all these things, and then you can find the answer as 68%. So root 3, the value is 1.732. That's what substituted here. Okay. And the next one, face centered cubic. So in both the types of packing, hexagonal closely packed ring or cubic closed packing, the packing efficiency will be same. Here also the same concept, edge length is considered as A and face diagonal AC is considered as B. Okay. So for the ABCD of the cube, face of the cube, we can correlate once again by the Pythagoras theorem. AC squared is equal to BC squared plus AB squared, and AC will be equal to B and BC will be equal to A. So when you substitute this by a Pythagoras theorem, you can get the B value as 4R. So 4R is equal to root 2A, and then A is equal to 2 root 2R. Okay. So now For the face-centered cubic, the number of atoms can occupy is 4, isn't it? So 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So when you substitute all these values in the formula, you can get the answer as 74 percentage. So 74 percentage is the packing efficiency of face centered cubic, or I can say hexagonal close packing also. So examples of this category is nothing but beryllium, magnesium and titanium. Okay, so once again I have given this calculation to make you more clear. So this is what given in your book also, so you can download this and you can learn by this also. Volume of one sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. One unit cell of HCP, that is FCC, face centered cubic, contains 4 atoms. That's why 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So the packing efficiency will be volume occupied by 4 spheres present in the unit cell divided by total volume of the unit cell into 100. Why it is multiplied with 100? Because it is always in the percentage. That's why. And then substitute the values of pi. Pi is nothing but it is 3.14, and r is nothing but here it is 4r, and then it is calculated to give the answer. We can get the answer as 74 percentage. Okay, so these all given in your book, and then the significance is also not given in your book, so you can note down this significance of packing efficiency. Why should we learn about this packing efficiency? Because it defines the structure